Val Kilmer was the biggest movie star in the 90s, but he mysteriously vanished from the screen. What's even more puzzling is how he unexpectedly reappeared in Top Gun. So, why did Val disappear? And what made him return? First, in 2007, the legend started to gain weight. Daily Mail even called him Fat Man. Then, a couple of years later, Val became skinnier than ever. Those were already some warning signals for his fans. Val started appearing less and less in public, and when he did appear, he always wore a weird scarf around his neck that we'd never seen before.
Why are you hiding your face? Come on. Hey, what are you doing, man?
The stranger things continued during Val's one-man play tour called Citizen Twain. Viewers noticed that his appearance and his voice differed from one performance to another. That's when dark rumors started going around Hollywood. Val Kilmer had cancer. His good friend Michael Douglas even warned everyone, "Things don't look too good for him. My prayers are with him." That's why you haven't heard too much from Val lately. But as weird as it sounds, the legend denied everything. Yes, Val wrote a lengthy post on Facebook claiming that he was completely fine, which unfortunately was a lie.
Obviously, it was in a storm. Recovering from it, my tongue swelled up and I had to cancel the tour.
After years of speculation, the horrible truth finally came out. Kilmer had throat cancer, and it was as bad as his friend Douglas had said. He was fighting for his life. The worst thing was that Val didn't want any treatment at first. As a Christian Scientist, he rejected any sort of medical care, which only made his state more and more dangerous. Luckily, Kilmer's kids intervened and literally made him have the surgery. When he was first diagnosed, the prognosis didn't look very good, his daughter Mercedes revealed. She said her father has always been very physically resilient, and the way he's handled his illness has definitely been very inspiring to everyone around. Indeed, Val is a fighter. But unfortunately, as a result of battling cancer for 7 years, Kilmer lost the most powerful tool he had, his voice.
I feel a lot better than I'm down.
But even then, he never lost his sense of humor. When Val was asked what he misses most about his voice, he replied, Now, in order to breathe and talk, Val needs to have a special device connected to his neck, a tracheotomy tube. Luckily, after years of struggles, surgery, and long-term recovery, the legend is finally in the clear and feeling better. Val's cancer was the main reason why he vanished from the screen, but it wasn't the only one. Yet another reason was Kilmer's temper. Yes, he has a reputation for being a pretty challenging actor to work with on set. The director of The Island of Dr. Moreau once said, "I don't like Val Kilmer, I don't like his work ethic, and I don't want to be associated with him ever again." By the way, the movie's original director was fired because he simply couldn't make Kilmer do anything on set.
Things didn't work out.
Joel Schumacher, who worked with the legend on Batman Forever, also had a tough time with the actor. He even had a physical pushing match with Val. Schumacher called the actor childish and impossible, and prayed to never work with him again. Kilmer had some oddities on the set of Tombstone, too.
I'm your huckleberry.
Apparently, he ate a living locust for no reason. Yes, a giant insect. The incident happened when Val and the director were deep in conversation about his character. A stand-in brought over a very colorful sort of locust and said, "Look what I found." And Val, without saying a word, grabbed the locust from the guy and ate it. Right after that, Kilmer told the director, "As you know, I have a reputation for being difficult, but only with stupid people." There are a lot of stories about Val's on-set weirdness and feuds. There are even rumors that he and Tom Cruise were on bad terms during the filming of Top Gun. But that was just Val's version of method acting. I would purposefully play up the rivalry between Tom's character and mine off-screen as well, and what ended up happening is the actors, in true method fashion, split into two distinct camps. Kilmer's on-set behavior definitely influenced his career, and he started to appear in big commercial movies less and less. A couple of years later, Val explained the reason behind his extravagant behavior. According to him, he was way too focused on acting and improving his performance. "I like to take risks, and this often gave the impression I was willing to risk their money not being returned, which was foolish of me. I understand that now. Maybe that's what helped him to return to the big screen for Top Gun Maverick? The public's acceptance of his difficult behavior? Could be.
It was absolutely moving. I really was surprised.
However, fans had a big question surrounding Val's comeback. How took his voice, so how would he speak in the movie? The answer may surprise you. Just recently, Val Kilmer reclaimed his voice through AI technology. Based on his previous works, the UK software company was able to do the impossible. People around me struggle to understand me when I'm talking, but despite all that, I still feel I'm the exact same person. It's a true miracle to see Val Kilmer acting again after all these years. And the reason for his return isn't only about Top Gun. No, Val is back to continue telling his story. Recently, he made a documentary where he unmasks his life, his struggles, and his fight against cancer. Now that it's more difficult to speak, I want to tell my story more than ever. Val Kilmer is back for all of us. He's still standing. And he's living proof that a true artist can always find a way back to his fans.